Hey guys, T-Posca here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Studio Series number 37, Constructicon Rampage.
Please, listen. No, okay. No!
Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Constructicon Rampage from the Studio Series line. So first and always, let's get a quick look at the box. Here we have a CGI render of Rampage on the front with his track whips. Here we have number 37, Studio Series Constructicon Rampage. Age, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers Generations Takara Tomy. On this side, we have a larger close-in shot of Constructicon Rampage. They're definitely still going for that insect-looking face mold for the Constructicon figures. Here's a Voyager class figure, Studio Series 37. On the bottom, nothing. On the top, there's a window. On the side, we have a large photo of Devastator, and he looks awesome. If the toy looks anything like this, the toy will be a massive hit. On the back, you have your product shots of this figure. You have Pyramid Desert Battle, you have your robot and your vehicle mode, 22 steps. Constructicon Rampage lures Sam Witwicky into a trap to force him to give up the Matrix of Leadership. Now, he gets a different bio to all the other Constructicons so far. That is because he does have a role in the movies, he has a fight scene, and he does, I believe, kidnap Sam's parents. I believe that he is the Decepticon that does do that. But there you have that. That's all for the box. He does also come with a backdrop. Same backdrop as Scrap Metal came with. Silhouette there of Devastator. And the pyramids. We have that. And he also comes with his instructions. You know, purple for Decepticon. You got all that stuff. Anyway, on to the figure now. Here we have Rampage in his vehicle mode. And he is a bulldozer and he looks great. I love how he looks. The detailing is so nice on this figure. The tracks and the wheels inside the tracks, all the cogs. He's got the same coloured windows as Scrap Metal with a nice blue-grey tinted window there. Nice silver detailing on the front bucket. Overall, very nicely done. Not many details left out. Onto comparisons. Here he is with another Studio Series figure. There he is with Megatron from the same movie. Here he is with Starscream. We have a sense of scale there. Here he is with the deluxe class figure, Barricade. Sense of scale there. Here he is with his Generation 1 counterpart. Technically, they don't have the same name, but he is the Bulldozer. There is no Rampage in the Generation 1 set. There you have that from the Generations line. Here he is with the Dark Revenge of the Fallen movie toy line Rampage. Comparison between those two. And here he is with fellow Constructicon Scrap Metal from the same line. Proportions are a bit out in this. I believe that they should either be the same size or Scrap Metal should be bigger. But there you have those two. All the other components, all the other configurations, the robot mode and the Devastator configurations do look in sync together though. There you have that. Now, on to foot configuration. Now, to transform him into the foot, you will need to take a few steps. First, you want to come to the lower track and untab it and hinge it backwards. Now you come to this piece there and fold it down and fold that piece up. Come around to the other side, do the same thing. Unfold that, bring it back, fold that down and fold that up. Now be careful, because I believe this part is pretty weak, and the way you have to pull down on it to try and get it out of there makes it feel like it may break. Anyway, here, untab this, and this stand should just pop out. We'll use that later. Now, opening this out, we will work on this arm first. First, what you're going to want to do is you just want to pull this part down, like so. And now you get this wheel part and fold it out. You want to untab this and rotate it around. And now here, you fold that part up, and this will come over on that hinge there, and fold in, come that out, bring that out, and bring the red part up. Fold that part in, and it basically goes back to normal without sitting flush this time. There's that done. Same on this side. Fold that out, fold that up, pull this part out, rotate it around, fold this up, and now swivel this around, notch that in, like so, bring that part down, and bring that down. Now there you have the tracks finished. Coming into this spot, you just want to fold that up, get that out of the way, straight off. Now you want to bring these parts in, and make sure the head's out of the way. Bring that part in, and they will just tab together through mushroom peg, basically, together like that. And now to add stability, you can, if you want, bring this stand along and tab it in there, and that adds some extra stability for the robot, for the foot mode. Come along here, fold that part down, fold this part up. Now fold the track all the way up, make sure that's in line. And there you have that part done. It's basically a reverse track, so the track's going that way now instead of that way. Do the same to this side, fold that down, bring that up, click it in. Now bring this whole part all the way up, like so. There we have that. Now you can fold those toes down, like that. And now this will fold in, like so. And this part will untab and fold up. And there you have him in his foot configuration. Moving the camera up, let's have a quick look at him. So this is Devastator's foot configuration. And it's really nice looking. I really like how it looks overall, especially from just watching the movie again. It's very accurate. Very, very accurate. All over and around. Of course, these are tabs for Overlord to tab into, for here's the waist and thighs. And this will be the shin and foot. This, of course, does add some extra stability, so you can do this a lot easier. That's the ratcheted ankle tilt. But if you might not like the look of this part sticking out, it can be removed. It doesn't need to be in there. You just take it out, tab them in, and there you have that clean. But the whole thing moves when you try to do an ankle tilt. So this adds a lot of structural integrity to the actual foot. There you have that. It's basically reversed and flipped. The top has been flipped up. But now, back to vehicle mode, and then we'll get to robot mode. So you just want to do all the steps basically in reverse. But first, I almost forgot. Just a quick comparison. Here he is with the old Devastator foot. Have that for comparison there. Now, onto transformation. Bring that part up and just untab the greater parts here. Now you want to fold this down and out. Fold this part down and fold that up. Now bring that out. Fold that out. Push that down. The wheel part down. And now you'll be able to rotate this part here. Loosen it up. Pull up on it. Make sure everything is out of the way. Come on. Out. There. And now while it's going, you just want to re-flip this over. And that folds back in. And tabs down. And this will come in like that. And fold down there. Now this will fold up there. This will come all the way around and up. And that tip will fold down. Now that will come in there. And that is the tread redone. Now on this side, do the same thing. Tread out. Hold that up. Bring this out. Down. Down. Fold that around. So when it comes in, you can just fold that down and fold that down. Now fold this all the way up. It'll come up past there. Fold that down and bring this out a bit so the wheel will poke through that. And there you have both treads done. Fold them back in. Bring that part down. Fold that over the top of it. There. Do the same to this side. Bring it down. Fold it over the top and tab that in. There you have that. Now bring that part in on a double joint. And then in again. Make sure they're straight. And it'll just seat in between the middle. Now these parts will fold out on either side. And they reveal a tab in there. And there is a slot in there. And there's a tab on this finger. They just go in there. Just like that. There you have that. This part fell off. Tab that back in. And for extra added stability, fold away the treads. Add 2 tabs there and there. We'll house this. Fold the treads back up. And once again, this makes it a lot more sturdy and feel a lot more solid in your hands. And these don't even need to be fully tabbed in correctly for you to enjoy a good performance out of this figure. But as I'm reviewing it, I do got to keep it tabbed in. There you have that. So now he is back in vehicle mode. Now, onto transformation. Now, last thing is, in vehicle mode, this wheel is folded down. So that brings it out. If you see, there, folds it in, folds it out. It's the same with these wheels on the side. This wheel has actually gone in. It's so that they can be tucked away, and when he is in leg mode, the feet don't have wheels on them and they aren't slipping on something like tiles or a shelf. So that means you fold that part up now, like so. Now, onto robot mode. It's all very repetitive. Fold away these treads. Bring these parts down. Fold them up. And bring them out. Same on this side. Fold that down, fold that up, bring it out. Now there's a little less fiddling around to do with the arms. Just fold it down, rotate it around, Bring this part out. Oh, there goes that. Fold this out and around, and this part just untabs and rotates, like so. Now here, this untabs and comes back around to be an opposing forefinger. Now fold that part back up and fold that around to the back. There's an arm done. Much easier. Fold that around to the back. Bring that up and around. Tread up. That down. Untab that there. Come to the back. Untab that and fold it around to become an opposing finger. Now that's done. Straight away. Fingers and hands are finished. Now you want to bring this whole section down at the abs, and under here, fold this part out. And there you have his robot mode done. Now, if you want to get him to stand, you pull this part, and out there, you pull a little extra foot, and in that hole in there goes this plug, and there you have a standing Rampage. Just adjust all the pieces, and there you have that. Here we have Rampage in his robot mode, and I love how this looks. All the detailing is spectacular. He's got under his arms, warning sign, warning, keep clear. Just the tiny amount of details that have gone into these figures is amazing. He's got little guns on the side of his shoulders there. All the little hydraulic details all over and around. The back, it's nothing special. This is probably my only nitpick. This whole back section here is probably the only problem I have with this figure. But otherwise, it's just amazing the way they've done this, the way they've brought it around. I haven't seen a Rampage figure before. I have heard there are a few, but I heard this wipes everything with them. Now this is the first Constructicon I've heard of so far that has been announced or released that has weapons. Now the weapons, as you may have already guessed or seen, are these. Just regular, non-painted grey plastic with some cords running along. These don't plug they don't go in the hands as normal. They have a plug there that just goes into the hand like that. On that side, there's that. And then on this side as well. There you have that. And now he has essentially weapons like that, which are cool. Kind of weird looking, but they are there if you like to have them. Now, on to comparisons. Let's get some comparisons in here. Here he is with Voyager class star screen. Sensor scale between those two there. You have that. Here he is next to Megatron. There. Here he is next to Deluxe Class Barricade. Here he is next to essentially his G1 vehicle mode counterpart, if not robot. Here he is next to Bone Crusher. And last but not least, here he is with fellow Constructicon Scrap Metal. There you have two Constructicons together. There you have that. Now, on to articulation. So, he has a side-to-side movement on his head with a hinge at the base of the neck. You have that. He does have a ball joint. He can look up and down like that and spin all the way around. He has a joint at the neck like that. He has a butterfly joint here. A 360 spin there. Can go out that far, in that far. Spin here that is hindered by the track, so moving down you can get a 360. Here you have a joint at the base of the thumb. You have a hinge joint here and thumb joint there. At the finger you got a joint here and a finger joint there, a pointer joint. Same on this one where you have that and that. He has a ratchet swivel for a little bit over to the side. Only about that far to either side. And he does have a bit of movement at the bottom, but that is more for transformation. But there you have that. Plug them back in. All in all, I really like this figure and I cannot wait. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I cannot wait for Devastator to finally come out. He's going to look great. All these figures and components already look fantastic. I have them displayed in their own special space on top of my shelf. All the Constructicons behind one backdrop. And they all look great and I can't wait to have Devastator because I'll transform him into Devastator and have them sitting as Devastator and not in their single forms. But that's all for this figure. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.